Tupperware got that very early. Oh my God, this is just, I said, shockingly, this is hedge fund, a poster child for hedge fund covering. Shockingly, I have started looking at GME again. I don't want to. I think it doesn't have anywhere near the interest anymore. But if they start coming for GME and AMC, then I think the hedge fund short covering is done. TLRY playing with the 232 area because it's hit 30 week. Tupperware, look at that, 335 area sitting above the 200 week. FUBO gapped up above the Keltner channel. So here's your quote unquote, I mean, it's got earnings coming up and it's obviously high risk. 281 has to stay above 281. That is a very nice recovery candle. Well, first of all, it's a beautiful breakout. Tag your it. Got supported, still above the 10 week, and then it gaps above the Keltner and the close. Very bullish. So no idea what's going to move this on earnings one way or the other. But so far, this has absolutely stayed above 250. It's above the 200. It just opened. It opened at 287. My point is, there's a lot that you can throw at, and it's working still. This rotation is still firmly in play. FUBO continuation, Groupon continuation. I don't even have to look at the chart. I know that it's still doing fine. Like seriously, as long as this theme is doing fine, it's all in play. That whole, crowded mega cap concentration and stuff that is out of favor is coming up off the ground, and it's still coming up off the ground. Plugs of the world, the FUBO, whatever it is, of the world. They're coming up off the bottom and they're sticking that landing. Believe it or not, the TLRYs of the world, the Tupperware of the world, they're still coming up off the bottom. Now, when you get an extreme move, stand aside, because this is trapped longs, right? That introduces absolutely volatility, has not liquidated, but I mean 24 and now it's 20, like literally. That's extended. It's piggy. So anyway, we've got some profit taking in some of these plays, but it's still been a phenomenal run. Peloton is spiking higher because earnings not until the end of the month, but where are they rotating? All the stuff that's still oversold, FUBO, plug, etc. These and the ends. Let's talk about the N oversold stuff. We'll go over it. Remember, I said it has to stay above 853. Bingo. Absolutely been watching this one, and believe it or not, Invite, yep, which is NVTA. So we have a little bit of a continuation, but this is gorgeous, this 10 and 21 crossover. So now it has to obviously stay above, very important, has to stay above 139 for Invite, has to stay above 869 for Novavax, but this is a trend line that needs to be taken out for shorts to really get nervous. Both of those. Yeah. FUBO to me is a weekly gap up. It's very, very much a low risk entry long as it stays above. It's already been recommended, but my point is it came back down 251 held and now it's 281. Has to stay above 281, period. But that is a gorgeous weekly gap up, right? So 281, been talked about before, but oversold junk is absolutely a theme. Look at the NVAX. It's gorgeous above 853. It's above the 10 and 21. It's oversold. I'm sure it's highly shorted, but I don't know. It is absolutely starting to form that kind of morning star reversal on a weekly. So 950 is easy. It's what happens above 950, right? That's just gorgeous. So NVAX, I've been waiting for this to trigger. It triggered today. It literally triggered today. Invite was another one. Yeah, Nicola, same. So Invite has already, let me just do this real quick, has already popped above this 139, but it hasn't moved at all, right? It's one of those that has done its work to kind of at least get here, but there's no follow through. It's starting though, right? It's on a good place. It needs to stay above 139 in a nutshell. These are the N low float, low price stocks. And then Nicola, we've already had that. That was early, gorgeous. consolidation, breakout, consolidation. It's still in play and it's still opening up extremely well. So it has earnings on the 3rd, though. Can put a big kibosh to the whole thing, but that has been very, very, very productive. And then NVAX, right? NVAX now triggering above that 853. That matters. Let's see if we can get any follow through. That's definitely the 3 oversold, low float, low priced end stocks that are in short covering Nirvana. Nikola, and I would say Invitae is looking like it wants to try, and then this NVAX is absolutely trying. So those are the 3. Beyond short covering, TUP, short covering, TLRY, short covering, Weight Watchers, short covering, NVAX looks like it's coming to a theater near you. Boom, short covering. This is gorgeous. I went over all of these. They're working. It's not done yet. We're not going to have volatility into this market until this short covering is done. Like the sector rotations, I'm really like about sector rotations. There's this phrase I use over and over and over again. In lieu of sector rotation, there will be volatility. So clearly, market doesn't want to sell off until after Apple. But and I don't think non-farm payrolls is really going to move the needle very much, or jobless claims, or energy for that matter. I know, shocking, right? I really think the sector rotation needs to run its course after we get this short covering, which, by the way, is so much fun. Then we'll have volatility. That's it. All right. And last but not least, FUTU, awesome. Way extended. That's it. That's all I can say about that. Beautiful, but way extended. Keep it above 56.56.